And here we are. We're in Chapter 4 now. In Chapter 4, just like the entire book, we're dealing with TCP/IP. Now, it's standard for all types and sizes of networks. And as you know at this point, every device on a TCP/IP network needs an IP address to communicate with other devices. Two methods are available for IP addressing assignment, or assigning an IP address to a specific machine. The first is static, and the second is dynamic. Although static IP addressing has its merits, managing static IP addresses on networks of more than a few dozen computers can descend into chaos quickly. It can be very labor intensive, and we try to lean towards a DHCP, or Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol system. Now, after DHCP has been configured, it relieves many of the administrative headaches of managing static IP addresses on large networks. Small office and home networks typically use a Wi-Fi enabled router, which is configured to assign IP addresses via DHCP devices that connect to the network. If you're at the college and in class, and you're using a Wi-Fi device or a laptop, you are acquiring an IP address from the DHCP server on that wireless router. You actually lease it. So these routers might require little to no configuration because they come configured as a DHCP server. So on a larger Windows-based network, however, you want more control over the IP addressing and the ability to use features such as authorization and filters to enhance security, reservations, exclusions, IP version 6 compatibility, and server policies. Now, in Windows Server 2016, it has the DHCP server role, and it comes with these features and others to give you an enterprise scale dynamic IP addressing solution. So this chapter discusses how DHCP works, and you learn how to install and configure DHCP, including server authorization, scopes, and DHCP options. Now, you'll also learn about some advanced features such as reservations, exclusions, server policies, and filters. IP version 6 is increasing in importance, and although IP version 6 is auto-configuring, you may still want to use DHCP version 6 to maintain tighter control over your IP version 6 addresses and to configure address options. So you'll learn how DHCP version 6 works and how to configure DHCP version 6, the scope and the options of it. In addition, you'll also learn how to configure DHCP to work with DNS, DHCP relay, and DHCP high availability. Finally, you get some tips for troubleshooting DHCP deployments. Our endgame objectives in this chapter is to describe the DHCP protocol and process, install and configure a DHCP server, configure a DHCP server, implement DHCP version 6, and configure DHCP high availability. So, in this chapter, we've got like 6 different labs or activities. As with the others, take your time, and we've got more than 6 now that I think about it. I think there's twice that. There's probably 12. Okay, they're not as cumbersome as you may think. Take your time with them. Now, this is, I compare it to going to the gym and doing exercises at the gym. It's not that we're lifting a lot of weight with these activities, but the more we do them, the stronger we're getting. The more we do, the stronger we get. Now, I know it seems like, we got 12 all in one unit. Just keep in mind, it's a 16-week course and we only have 9 units. So it's not unlike us doing 6 one week and 6 another. So it's not that heavy a load for us. And it'll get us ultimately where we need to be in building your skills and getting those tools in your tool belt to be able to understand and effectively manage DHCP. Okay. So I'll see you in the labs, and here we go.